Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Market Breath. So today was a bad news is good news kind of day, or bad economic news in the form of lower than expected job openings sent the bond market into a rally, which sent yields down because now economic weakness suggests that the Fed will be done hiking rates, maybe even start to ease sooner than expected in anticipation of economic weakness. And then, even though economic weakness is bad for the economy, stocks rally because stocks and Wall Street in general love lower interest rates. So, bad news is good news for today. And that good news turned bears into bulls. So, I'm going to use here SwingTradeBot and just take a quick look at what happened in the market. We know it was a very bullish day. Here I'm at the homepage. And again, I am a subscriber. So some of the things I do here, you may not have access to if you're using the free version. So I start my review with research, go to the general market overview. And sure enough, you can see all the green lights are on for the market, almost all the green lights, almost all the lights are green. Trends are all up, long term, mid-term, and short term. And if you look over at the signals, you can see a repeated theme as to what has set the market off here. And what catches my eye in particular is this crossed above the 50-day moving average, because I think of that technical signal as being very bullish. Before we dive in, let's just take a quick look at some of the other key indicators. No surprise, new highs well outnumbered new lows, 10-1 practically. Bullish signals over double bearish signals. This is on the technical side. This one is the most interesting because, again, as a person who loves market breadth signals, this way that SwingTradeBot measures it, the percentage of stocks above their 50-day moving averages, shows that market breadth has likely bottomed for the short term. So this is very bullish development, almost no matter where the market is. If market breadth has bottomed, then the default, what do they call it? The path of least resistance is up for the market, and that's what looks like is unfolding here. And then finally, I can look at the top 5 technical signals for the day. Of course, crossed above 50-day moving averages on that list, and you can see the total count of stocks is 389. I'm going to go ahead and dive in and take a look at some of the stocks that were candidates on this list. I'm going to filter out stocks that are below $10. Click on Find Stocks. And another thing I'm going to do that I haven't done in previous videos is I'm going to sort this list by the percent, the percent change on the day. Coinbase was the biggest mover of this cohort, and I can hover over the chart icon to get a quick look. And this is an important move for Coinbase because it was on a definitive downtrend for a while there. And I chased this a little bit with a calendar call spread. And the reason why I did that is because I think after such a big move, the stock's probably going to chop a little bit, take a rest, right around the 50-day moving average pivot, and then perhaps resume its upward move next week. So that's the perfect kind of condition for a calendar call spread. If I'm wrong, as long as the stock doesn't move too fast in the next coming days, I can still sneak out of this position with a small gain. I'm looking down the list here for some other names that I'm just very familiar with, and I'm coming down the list. DoorDash is one. This one is also interesting to me because we have, as you know, Instacart IPO coming out, which is probably going to make all the share economy type stocks kind of get on people's radar again. Ironically, of course, Instacart is somewhat of a competitor. So if Instacart is coming to market now, it's going to have a big boatload of cash. It's going to be some trouble for the incumbents like DoorDash, which have already gone IPO a while ago. But anyway, the technicals here look pretty good now for Dash. It was looking pretty bad. I chased it with a put option. That put option is pretty much toast at this point. All right, so I think you get the point of these stocks. I could keep scrolling down here and check out names that look of interest. As you know, I really like doing the chart view, so I can click on as charts and take a look very quick, even more quickly, just eyeballing things to see whether anything looks of interest. It's notable that a lot of these stocks are coming into this 50-day moving average breakout with downtrends or a lot of choppiness in place. So a lot of these really don't look all that interesting to me, especially after just coming out of what I thought was a very bearish period. But anyway, one of the stocks that caught my interest on this list, let's see if I can scroll to it very quickly here, was Tesla. Not seeing it here, so I'm gonna, oh, there it is. Okay, so Tesla's right here. And you can see that the 50-day moving average for Tesla, sorry, the 50-day moving average breakout for Tesla was very marginal, but it's still important stock. It gained 7.7% on the day. It was looking really bad earlier this month. Right here, I really thought that, Tesla was, as we say, done, but it's now made a sharp turn for the better. Now, if Tesla turns right around from this area, I'm going to consider it a failure at 50-day moving average resistance. But I think given the general sentiment shift in the market, Tesla's probably going to keep pushing forward, and that will basically confirm all this new bullish sentiment. And you really want to respect that new bullish sentiment. Another stock that I want to take a look at because it had important news is Apple. Now, I'm going to cheat in a sense really quickly and just go to TradingView directly and look at Apple because I have some other chart annotations here I want to take a look at. So you can see Apple had a big day, 2.2% up. It didn't get to its 50-day moving average, but again, Apple's a key stock for sentiment. It also is big in a lot of indices and mutual funds. So this is important to keep an eye on because if it does break out above the 50-day moving average, it becomes very bullish. You can see that this squeeze on the Bollinger Band is also supporting a big move ahead. Now, the big event is September 12th, where Apple is supposedly going to roll out an iPhone 15. That's when all of our old phones will start to die because Apple will want to encourage us to buy the newer phones. But anyway, tongue-in-cheek aside, typically Apple will rally into these events, or at least it's going to be relatively bullish. So this is going to support the market likely for the next 2 weeks or so, barring any really market jarring news from the upcoming jobs report, which is on Friday, which could be another big market turner. So if it's very strong, it could roll back all of this bullish sentiment. If it's weak, bad news will be good news again, and it basically will further confirm the bullish sentiment. You can see here my previous annotation on Apple. It was one of the most consistent stocks of the year where it would tag its 20-day moving average and just bounce right back like only a robotic trading machine could do. That's why, again, if it breaks out above this 50-day moving average, it's very important because all of this very predictable action could unfold again. So let's go back, swing trade bot really quickly. I'm going to scroll down one more time for some more stocks to see if there's anything that I'm going to put on my list. Aha, ACLS, this looks interesting. It's well above its 50-day moving average. If I can just get a small pullback here to this area, I would be a buyer. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Hopefully this helped you to check out some potential trades. Again, nothing is guaranteed. Keep your stops tight. Keep a tight eye on the news because the news is going to be important this week. And I will check you out another time. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to get timely notifications of future market narratives on video, or you can subscribe to my blog at drduru.com/122, where I go into more detail on my market narratives. And if you're watching this video on my blog, you know that I have also included a transcript of this video curated by ChatGPT for grammar, clarity, and also just for better organization of the transcript. Check you out another time. Take care and be careful out there.